In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Who wishes to fight must first count the cost. Know yourself, and you will win all battles. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Rouse him and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. Force him to reveal himself so as to find out his vulnerable spots. You have to believe in yourself. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. Great results can be achieved with small forces. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby, you can be the director of the opponent's fate. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Move not unless you see an advantage. Use not your troops unless there is something to be gained. Fight not unless the position is critical. Wheels of justice grind slow, but grind fine. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. You can't trust a man who has nothing to lose. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will be weak everywhere. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. If his forces are united, separate them. Be where your enemy is not. An enemy is a friend who knows too much about you. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. Disorder came from order. Fear came from courage. Weakness came from strength. If your friend is friends with your enemy, it means that you should not hang out with this friend. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Beware of sugar that is mixed with poison. Beware of the fly that sat on a dead snake. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. Regard your soldiers as your children. They will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look on them as your own beloved sons. A leader leads by example, not by force. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is noise before defeat. The captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. Every animal with blood in its veins and horns on its head will fight when it is attacked. Never trust a friend who is silent about your flaws. Thus, the expert in battle moved the enemy and is not moved by him. If you ignore both, your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. A good commander is benevolent and unconcerned with fame. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. To see victory only when it is within the ken of the common herd is not the acme of excellence. There has never been a protracted war from which a country has benefited. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them, the army relies to make its every move. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. There is an intelligent way to eat a live frog. I just don't know what it is. Attack him where he is unprepared. Appear where you are not expected. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. It is more important to outthink your enemy than to outfight him. If a battle cannot be won, do not fight it. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms, or fights not at all. Those who are victorious plan effectively and change decisively. They are like a great river that maintains its course, but adjusts its flow. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. If your enemy is superior, evade him. When the leader is morally weak, and his discipline not strict, when his instructions and guidance are not enlightened, when there are no consistent rules, neighboring rulers will take advantage of this. Don't flail against the world. Use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Swift as the wind, quiet as the forest, conquer like the fire, steady as the mountain. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. Sweat more during peace, bleed less during war.